and you can't stop what's destined to happen. Then go to class, but the trap is still the distance subtraction. Cop a pack and then double the.
Hold on. The Last of Us Part 2 release date and Ghost of Tsushima release news. Ooh. Shout out to my guy Joy Raptor for this video. You know what I'm saying? He always dropping that good footage, that good knowledge, that good news, that good content. Don't mind me. Let's hop straight into this video, man. I'm ready to listen to this right here, boy. Let's go.
If we learned one thing this year's E3, it's that 2020 will be an insane year for games with Watch Dogs Legion, Cyberpunk 2077, the new Avengers game, Final Fantasy VII Remake,
so many fucking bangers,
and
bro.
well, the Sony PS4 exclusives that still need to come out. Sony was of course not at this year's E3, but they did announce the Death Stranding release date a few weeks before it.
Right.
So the question now is, what about The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima? Well, regarding The Last of Us, we got two very big sources saying that the game will launch in February. So let's get into it. It would be awesome if you could leave a like on the video as it shows your support, and let's go. First, a quick reminder that I'm doing a giveaway for an E3 2019 game of your choice. Just follow the link in the pinned comment for a chance to win, and be sure you are a subscriber of the channel before you enter. And if you win, I will reach out and ask what game you want and on what platform you want it, and then I will send you a pre-order code for that game. So let's go back to The Last of Us Part 2, because we all of course want to know when it's coming out. Well, it looks to be February if we have
February
to believe Ellie herself, of course played by Ashley Johnson. So she is doing an interview with Critical Role, and at one point they were talking about The Last of Us Part 2, and this was all found by PlayStation Universe, so let's have a listen.
When's that come out, by the way? I keep writing on your Instagram, every time you post a photo.
So yes, she is super careful, but we can totally see that she's trying to say February, or wanted to say February. It's said that the interviewer is not letting her finish, but it is a really big indication that
February.
She thinks that the game is coming out in February. And it's still said that we haven't seen gameplay for 1 year now, like the trailer that you see here was from E3 2018, so June
this shit old, but it was still
yeah, there's
tough.
more, because someone else who has been right many times. A good example is that in his E3 sort of preview podcast, he was talking about the fact that we would get Rainbow Six Quarantine, and then the game was of course actually announced at the Ubisoft show. Well, now during that same split screen podcast, I will leave a link to that in the description down below. He's talking that he heard that The Last of Us Part 2 was first slated to hit this year, just like Death Stranding, but that it has been delayed.
I'm glad it's delayed.
What I had heard originally was that Death Stranding and The Last of Us 2 were planned for this year, and Ghost of Tsushima was going to be like early next year. I believe Last of Us 2, I believe they were all delayed at some point. I think The Last of Us 2, from what I've heard, got delayed from this fall to early next year, so we'll probably see it in February.
So yes, he's also saying February, so I really think that that will be the month. If both Ashley and Jason say it, then the chances are pretty high. It also makes sense, looking at the fact that last month they were hiring people to close out the development of the game. So the game is close, and I really hope it's February, because March and the other months are already packed with a ton of other games. Like, sure, I would play The Last of Us over most games,
everything dropped in 2020.
Fingers crossed it's before Watch Dogs and Final Fantasy VII, so we have some nice time in between them. And then there's still one announced PlayStation 4 exclusive that has to come out, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. And Jason also talks about this game in the podcast.
Tsushima we'll probably see in like April or May-ish of next year, at some point early next year.
After this E3, I'm not sure if April or May would be a good idea for a brand new IP that's also an open world game. Sure, it will be completely different in terms of setting than, let's say, Dying Light 2 and Cyberpunk, but I'm not so sure if you want to compete with those games.
You don't want to do that.
Very promising and already have a established fan base. Like Days Gone is selling really well, because it also came out in a pretty quiet time, while the first half of next year will be far from that. So I would not be surprised if they maybe moved it to June, August or September because of this competition, but really hard to say. Again, Jason is rarely wrong, I would say never really wrong, so this might be the internal date right now, but if they then look at the other games coming out, then they might want to move it. And then we still got the rest of 2020, with in the fall the new consoles, likely the new Vikings Assassin's Creed game, Halo Infinite is coming out then. Maybe Horizon Zero Dawn 2 as a launch game for the PlayStation 5. And likely way more that we don't know about yet. It's really going to be insane, and The Last of Us Part 2 might be the start of this already crazy looking year. I was of course at E3 2019 and was lucky enough to see a ton of these 2020 games, and we'll have a lot of content about them on the channel in the next couple of weeks. So totally subscribe to stay up to date on that. A like on this video would be super appreciated. Check out my previous E3 videos, for example on the Avengers Behind Closed Doors demo. Check out the giveaway in the pinned comment, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.
Yo, much love to my guy JosephWitty for dropping that banger, bro. We really needed that news. I feel like a whole kid again, bro. I feel like a kid again with all these games dropping and shit. Oh my god. I feel like a little kid again, bro. This is crazy. Like, my nostalgia is kicking in like a motherfucker. Shit. So, Last of Us 2, Part 2, same thing. Supposed to be dropping around February, possibly. I hope so, because I'm glad they pushed it back from this year to next year. It makes a lot of sense. That lineup for next year is ridiculous, bruh. We got Last of Us. We got Cyberpunk. We got what else we got? Watch Dogs, Legion. We got Ghost of Tsushima. They talking about August, September. You know what I'm saying? July, whatever the fuck. I highly doubt it's coming out July 2020. I don't know. We got so many bangers. Marvel's Avengers, bro. We got everything dropping next year, bro. I don't play Final Fantasy, but that shit's dropping next year. Oh my god. I might just play it because it's dropping next year. I just might get this shit, not cover it. Just get it for myself. But I just gotta look back at all the old Final Fantasy stories because I do not remember them shits. But hey man, like I said though, this is so exciting, bro. I cannot wait for everything to drop. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications to get notified of when I upload and stream, man. And please turn on notifications to get notified of when I upload and stream. It's only right. It's the only thing to do, or the only right thing to do. That's what I was supposed to say. I fucked that up. Don't worry about that. But anyway, man, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here.
Now with the shatter, it don't matter. Got them ladders, bro, no slack. I need a payment, 4 5s on me, you can't face it. Hundreds on me, you can't take it. AR on me and not flame it. No see this and this shit blatant. I'm a monster when I pop up. When I spot you with some Glocks, I'll block a mess and need a mop up. I'm spinning blocks, I'm sending shots, and I won't miss you, nah. You say you with it, huh?